guys? It's Blackwing 2040 and I'm back with another comic book review for you guys. We're going to be looking at Justice League of America Dark Things. Here is the comic book cover right here. So Justice League of America Dark Things is also a tie-in to The Brightest Day, which features the return of one of the 12 resurrected characters at the end of The Blackest Night. So let's begin our story. So our story begins with the Justice League having a training session inside the Watchtower. The people, if you want to know who was training, it was Kongorilla, Donna Troy, Batman, Starman, and I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. But anyway, so the satellites, the Justice League, the Watchtower's defense or systems went out of whack due to a meteor passing through Earth's atmosphere, and this is the meteor, pure green actually, and so so the League teleports to the crash site of the meteor, but turns out they run into some trouble with Etrigan the demon. So the League was able to subdue Etrigan and revert him back to Jason Blood, and Jason Blood apologizes for what he's done. But here's the thing, though: he didn't turn into Etrigan. So, well, technically, the meteor that crashed, automatically, literally made him Etrigan. He couldn't control it, and Etrigan couldn't even control himself. So that's what's happening with the League. Now, with the Justice Society, you have another problem that's happening. So one of the founding members of the Justice Society, Alan Scott, the Golden Age Green Lantern, is kind of, I wouldn't say suffering here. He's been emitting a lot of green energy, and his son Obsidian is getting worried. So someone who's an expert in magic, because the ring is magic, shows up, and his name is Sebastian Faust, who's the son of Felix Faust. This is Sebastian right here. Cool looking guy. So Sebastian was able to realize what was going on with Alan Scott anyway, and turns out it has to deal with that meteor that crashed, and it also deals with the Starheart, which is also the name of the ring that Alan Scott uses. It's not a power ring, but it's a ring, but it's called the Starheart. Now back with the League, they investigate what the meteor was, and turns out it's also a piece of the Starheart. And inside the Starheart is none other than Alan Scott's daughter and Kyle Rayner's ex-girlfriend. I feel like I had to mention that. Jade. If you're wondering why she's so bright, her skin is also green. So she's pretty awesome. So she will join the League. She will join the League anyway. So she joins the League, and she wants to know where her father and her brother are, because she wants to tell them that she's been resurrected. So the Justice Society travels to the crash site of the meteor, but turns out Power Girl busts through the JSA's plane that they were using, and she was going out of control until you had Supergirl put her down. So and plus, trust me, Supergirl was able to put down Power Girl many times, even though they're both the same person, except Power Girl's from an alternate Earth. But anyway, so the Justice Society and the Justice League compare notes with each other to figure out what the heck is going on. So turns out the Starheart, which Jade was sitting in or asleep in, she doesn't really remember anything, but she does remember coming back to life and everything. And as soon as Alan Scott shows up, things take the turn for the worse. Turns out the Starheart is possessing Alan Scott, and just like think of the Starheart as an entity. You know, like how the emotional spectrum has an entity. I would say like the Starheart is, an actual being. And doing so, it possessed Alan Scott and turned him into this. And so he disappears, and then Batman also welcomes Supergirl into the Justice League. What I don't understand, though, why wait till now to have Supergirl join the League anyway? I mean, of course, when she first showed up post-Infinite Crisis, Well, no, post-Crisis. I'm wrong. When she showed up post-Crisis, she appeared in Superman Batman issue number 8, and before she was struggling with her powers and everything. And then when she first started out as Supergirl, she was more of a solo act herself. She became members of the Teen Titans, members of the Outsiders, and I don't think she was. No, she was never a member of the JSA. But up until now, I feel like she should have been part of the Justice League like way before. I feel like I would say in between. I would say before the final crisis started. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So turns out the Starheart is actually making heroes and villains alike who are controlling powers of magic and elemental powers like fire, water, earth, air. And so the Justice League and Society travels around the world to subdue those heroes and villains and to try to figure out what Alan Scott is doing, or what the Starheart is doing to Alan. So Starman travels up into space because apparently that's where the Starheart disappeared to. And surprise, surprise, the Starheart created an actual Emerald City. Like, let me show you guys, because I was shocked by what I just saw. It looked beautiful. It really did. Picture kind of like like the Wizard of Oz, if I should say. But here we are. Right here. Yep. Take a look at this. This is a beautiful, by the way, this is a beautiful, beautiful image, by the way. I know it may be too bright for you guys to see. I'm sorry, and my phone's brightness is all the way down, but this is the Emerald City that's on the dark side of the moon, and the Starheart created it. So Starman went to infiltrate it and see where he could find the Starheart, but he got ambushed, and the Starheart pulled the gem right out of Starman's chest, leaving him weakened. And so the other members of the Justice Society went to go find Obsidian, but apparently Obsidian is also taken control by the Starheart, along with Dr. Fate. So Sebastian Stan, Jay Garrick the Flash, Hourman, and Wildcat got taken and were transported to Emerald City. Now, the League brings in Miss Martian to see if they could try to find Starman. Of course, she was able to find him, but she ended up going nuts, turned into a white Martian, but the heroes were able to subdue her. Now, so they know what their main objective is. It's pretty much a rescue mission, and to save Alan Scott as well. So Batman, Donna Troy, Supergirl and Power Girl decide to stay on Earth to protect Earth from any heroes and villains who ever gone nuts of the Starheart's power, while Batman, Donna Troy, and other members of the Justice Society head to the Emerald City to free Alan Scott and save Starman. But it doesn't go the way it's planned, because it also has defenses. It's also protecting itself. So while they got there, I'm sorry for losing notes. I lost my train of thought for a second. So when they arrived, they come into contact with what's his name? Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, and they also got in with the help of Scott. I think his name is Scott Free, if I'm correct. They got in with the help of Mr. Miracle, because Mr. Miracle is the world's greatest escape artist, and he's really a great escape artist at that. So they were able to get in. They meet up with, Kyle Rayner just immediately just appears out of the blue, and his mission from the Guardians was to kill Alan Scott, because the Guardians of the Universe created the Starheart way before they created the Manhunters and way before they created the Green Lantern Corps. So, and here's Kyle right here. I just love Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner is really cool. He's like my second favorite Green Lantern. So, of course, Jade is happy to see Kyle, actually. And then Jade comes into contact with her brother Obsidian, and turns out they actually fuse with each other. Like half. Look at this. Look how crazy this is. So now, Jade and Obsidian being fused with each other, they of course attack the heroes who are trying to stop the Starheart, because Alan Scott is pretty much in control of everything. Well, the Starheart, if I might add. The Starheart is in control of everything. So Jay Garrick was able to remove the helmet from Dr. Fate's helmet off Kent Nelson's head, and he was able to regain control of himself, and also he was able to remove Jade and Obsidian from each other. But Jade is afraid not to go is afraid to go near her brother, because her brother is forcing her to become that hybrid once again. But not until then, Alan Scott intervenes, and this is the final act of the story. So both teams are giving Alan Scott a run for their money and giving everything they got. And then sooner or later, Jade turns into a White Lantern. This was probably like the highlight of the entire book. She turns into a White Lantern and was able to remove the control of the Starheart out of Alan Scott, and he was able to regain control of himself. So, and Alan Scott became once again his regular self, the Green Lantern. Now, after that, Mr. Terrific ran some tests, and he said that Jade and Obsidian can't be near each other anymore. If they do, it's gonna be one big mess. I think he means that they might fuse again, and something worse can happen, and things could take a big turn for the worse. So after the League and Society thanks each other for shaking hands, yada yada yada, one of the members of the Justice Society, Jessie Quick, who I forgot to mention, she was also in this story. She also helped out as well. She decides she quits the Justice Society to go join the League, and her husband, Hourman, said it's okay if you wanna let loose and have fun with the League. You have my permission. Well, you have my blessing, or yada yada yada. So so the Justice League pretty much got 2 new members. Jade can't be around her brother anymore. So it kind of ends on a good note, or a sad note, if I might. I would say there is such thing as happy endings in comic books, but not all the time there is. But other than that, the League got themselves 2 new members, and things end from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I tried to put as much detail in here as possible. I wasn't trying to explain the whole thing that happened in the book, because that would prolong the video a lot and a lot more. So I don't think I will be doing that ever again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for the 9th book of Justice League of America, which is going to be called Justice League of America Omega. So this will show Jessie Quick and Jade joining the League, and Supergirl as well. And let's see how these new leaguers handle the big leagues, if I should say. So I hope you enjoyed this, and tell me in the comment section below who is your favorite member of the Justice Society. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And until then, I am Vengeance, I am Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden.